Good morning everyone, how are you today? Welcome back to our video lessons. As you can see above my head, today is Wednesday, the 10th of June, and this is the only day in the week when we do videos. We don't have live Zoom lessons, okay? So what we're going to do today, we're going to have an English lesson, history lesson, and then we're going to do a craft activity. Now the first thing we are going to do today is our English lesson. Okay, so something very interesting happened, and that is that we are almost completely done with our group 6 of sounds. So the workbook that you're working on right now, you have by now done all the new sounds, all the new letters. And what we're going to focus on today and the next few lessons is revising them. Yes, we're going to take all those letters, mix them up, change their places, check their sounds, and make a lot of new words using them. Okay, now let's first remember which are those sounds and which are the actions that we make when we think of them. Okay, so here they are. It's the group 6 sounds. I will just repeat them one more time. Yeah. The, th. Okay, so one more time. Y, x, ch, sh, the, t. Of course, we write these two exactly the same. They're just here different size. So you remember when you see the letters here that this combo of T and H can make two different sounds. Yeah, the same goes for letter Y. It makes sound Y, but also it can be the long vowel Y or I. I or E. Y, it's its name. Now, what we're going to do next, we're going to hear all the songs and remember the movement. So please do them with me.
Yeah.
First is yeah. Yeah.
I like to eat yogurt and bananas.
I like, take your spoon,
Eat yogurt and bananas. I like to eat yogurt and bananas.
Yeah. Yeah, so that is our action when you're reading the spelling log and you get stuck. And I show you this, you can remember that the sound that you need to say is yeah. And now comes x.
Take an X-ray. Take an X-ray. Take an X-ray. X-ray of my hand.
Okay, what is next? Let's go on the train. Chugging up the hill.
Trains are chugging up the hill. Trains are chugging up the hill.
Now those trains can sometimes be very loud, and what we need to say when we want to quiet something or someone down, we say shh.
Hush, 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 don't make a sound. Be as quiet as you can be. The baby's asleep and I'm tired now. Shh, 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 shh.
Okay, and for the last two, let's remember the naughty clowns. The.
Did you ever hear a rude clown make this sound and that sound? Did you ever hear a rude clown say the?
Yeah, so the song just mentions the sound the, okay? No, but the. And you feel free to stick out your tongue like this, the, yeah? So those were the actions, yes? So what are we going to do next? You're now going to take your activity book and we're going to do hopefully 5 pages. Now this sounds a lot, but it's actually really not that much. The pages you're going to need are 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 you have already done. It's the one with sh, and th. And the final one you're going to need today is 22, okay? So let's see what you have to do in these pages. I don't have a printed copy with me, so I'm going to be showing you from my laptop, okay? But if you have, I know that you all have your printed copies with you, so what you can do right now is to pause this video, go grab your workbooks, and then work together with me, because I'll go page by page and tell you what you need to do, okay? So if you don't have your workbook, if you don't have a pencil, if you don't have a rubber, pause this video, go fetch them, come back, and let's begin. And if you're ready, okay, so the first page, number 12, is this one. So what do we have here? You can see that here we have the letters of the alphabet. As you can see, this time we have only the lowercase one, yeah, the small one. So what do we need? We need the uppercase one. So I think this is a good opportunity to stop a little bit and remind ourselves that all the letters in English have their name and their sound, yeah? So for example, this would be a letter S, that's the name of it, S, sound S. Letter A, sound E. Letter T, sound T, and so on and so on. Now, to remind you a little bit of this, if you think that you need to maybe practice that a little bit more, I also sent you a video. And this video is an alphabet song. Now, what is good about this song is going to show you all of the letters of the alphabet in alphabetical order, which means from A to Z. Okay, it's going to show you the capital letters, the lowercase letters. Okay, and the first part of the song is going to tell you all those letters by their names, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then in the second part, it's going to say the sounds. Okay, so that's just for you to take a peek. So I'm going to skip a little bit. So you can see the capital letters, the uppercase letters. And now it says and actually this is what you need. So when you do your this task on page number 12, you actually need these uppercase letters, yes? And you need them in this order as they appear here. And then later, okay, some of these letters are written a little bit differently than how we do them at school. For example, the letter K, yeah? But that is okay. Try to do them as we do them at school. But what do I want to say? So later on, you will have the lowercase letters. Q, R, S, T, U, V. And then, once that part is done, somewhere along the middle, 2 minutes, 20 seconds. So these letters still keep on coming in the alphabetical order, but this time you won't hear their names, you will hear the sounds that they make. Okay, so I think that this video might help you out a little bit when you're doing this task. Okay, this task of writing these letters you can do first, you can do last, as you wish. And look at here, at the end here you have some extra space and it says write your initials here. So what are initials? Initials is when you write the first letter in your name and the first letter in your last name, okay? So my initials would be I, capital, because it's the first letter of my name, I for Ivana, and I for my last name, which also starts in letter I. Okay, so this is, I think, fairly simple. Not much to think about. And then this is the next task on page number 13. So just lean a little bit closer so you can see, but you have your workbooks with you. And what you see here, you have a picture of a cat and you have letters T, C, and A. T, K, A. So what is this? This is anagram. So what is that? You have all the letters that make up a word, but they're scrambled, they're mixed up. Remember, that's what I said. We're going to mix the letters up and then try to put them in the right place. Well, this is what I was talking about. Okay, so you can see that then all these letters here in this example have been put in the right place and you got the word cat. Now that's what you need to do for all these words, which are all animals. Okay, so let's see how to do the next two. Okay, so I'm not going to have a picture here, but I'm going to tell you what animal it is. Okay, so the next thing that I have here, I have a picture of a fish, 4 lines and 4 letters, yeah? So I'm going to do those 4 lines here. Well, I just want to use a different marker. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 lines, and my letters are S, H, I, F, yeah? S, H, I, F. And I have these 4. So I want to write the word fish. Now, how am I going to do that if I'm only figuring out how to do writing? Well, let's see. You know what word you need to write here is the word fish. So the first thing you can try to do is to sound it out to see which are the sounds in this word. Okay, so fish has sounds f, I, sh, f, I, sh. Okay, so let's look at these 4 lines, okay? Let's say that I start from the beginning and I'm like, what's the first sound in fish? It's f, yeah? So I'm gonna cross it out because I know I've used it. And you can cross it out in your workbook. And then I want to do next one, fish, but I'm not sure what goes here really. I can't pinpoint this vowel here, but I know that fish ends in sh. Now, how do I write sh sound? I use S and H. So look here, S and H are given as 2 different letters, yeah? They're not combined together. So I'm going to write SH, but I will use 2 lines because now they're written as 2 different letters. So SH. Okay, and what do I have left? I. And then, when I've completed my word, I can't leave it just like that. I need to check if I've done it right. So I go back to the word and I try to read it to make sure that I did a good job. F, I, sh, fish. Okay? So let's do this one more time. Our next word here is goat. So goat also has 4 letters given, 4 lines for 4 letters, and I have T, O, A, and G. Okay? So let's see. Goat, goat, G, O, T, G, O, T, goat. So goat has 3 letters but 4 sounds, which means that one of these is a digraph, yeah? One sound written with 2 letters. So let's see, goat. The first sound in goat I know is G. Okay, so here again, I'm going to leave vowel for the end, okay? So goat, goat. I know that I need T for the end, okay? So I have 2 lines left and I have O and A. So do I have this letter? Nope, but we have this one, O. So we're gonna write it here. And we got the word goat, okay? Now can you try to do the rest? The words that you have, I'm going to say them just in case you're not sure, are rabbit, so not a bunny. Bunny is a different word. This is a rabbit. Fox, crab, snail, parrot, and chicken. I will repeat one more time. Rabbit, not a bunny. Fox, crab, snail, parrot, and chicken. Not a chick, not a hen, chicken. Okay? So, those were the pages 12 and 13. And you know what? I'm going to do the same. I'm going to cross out the ones I've done. And we go to page 14. Now, page 14 deals with consonant blends. Consonant blends is something that we're going to focus on more in the future. So let me give you an example of what consonant blends are. So please give me a second. Okay, so I'm going to use the words that you have here in this task. For example, the word frog. Okay, frog. And right next to the word frog, I'm going to write the word fog. Okay, so fog is when you go outside, but you can't really see clearly what's around you. It kind of seems that all the air has turned white and it's kind of clouding your vision. That's called fog. Okay, so why did I choose frog and fog? Because look, if we hide the r in frog, it looks just like the word fog, yeah? Word frog has one sound more than the word fog, and it's this letter here, this sound here, r. But what makes word frog a little bit trickier to read than the word fog is not that the fact that it's a bit longer, it's these two sounds together. So what happens, you remember, I told you many times that vowels like O, stick consonants together. So when you have a vowel between two consonants, it's fairly easy. It's very easy to pronounce this word. But when you have two consonants, one next to each other without a vowel in between, it's a little bit trickier and we need to practice how to blend them in, yeah? So we don't say frog, yeah? We don't try to say each of these two sounds super clear, frog, but we melt them together, frog, yeah? Frog, okay? The same would happen, for example, the same happens, for example, let's keep with the sound f. If you would put f and l, flower. So we have consonant blend, flower. So what happens next here? You here have a task. You have this picture with many consonant blends around, and you have words missing their initial consonant blends. So what you need to do is to write the first two letters that are missing next to each word, yeah? But what is the tricky part? To hear this, you need to try first to read these two letters together, to blend them together, okay? So you have k-r, kr, you're blending them. T-r, tr, b-r, br, sn, f-r, fr, sk, sw, sm. Okay? And then you have the rest. Of course, what might be the trickiest one for you, but we did it quite a few times, is this one here. Hard for me to reach is spr. Spr, we actually had in quite a few examples, okay? Like spring, and I think we had a few more examples when we did those sounds. Okay, so this is the third page that you have to do. Okay, if you want to do it right now, you can of course pause this video, okay, and continue once you're done with the page. And if you're ready to continue, 2 more pages to go, guys. A lot of work today, I know, but this is something that you've done many times before. So what you have here, you have words on dotted lines, yeah? All these, well, not all these words, but almost all of these words begin with consonant blends, okay? So fra, fla, st. Okay, so what you need to do is to trace over them, and what is specific about this one is that this is joint writing, so you won't be writing letters individually. It's going to ask you to join them together, yeah? Then once you've first written it, then you're going to try to read the words that you've written, and then in the end you're going to show that you understand what you read by drawing the thing in this space here. Okay, so for example, the first word that you have here is actually frog. Frog, yeah? So you're going to trace over, write the word frog, and then here you're going to try and draw a little frog. Okay, so I'm just going to tell you a few words that you're going to see here. The words are clown, swim, flag, stamp, plum, drink, belt, crab, and frog. But I'm not going to tell you what is where. That wasn't in order. You need to read and figure out. Okay, so that was page 15, and the last page that you have for today that I would like you to try to do on your own, but you might need some help, is a very fun one. It's picture sound puzzles. So what do we have here? What is picture sound puzzles? You see you have letter P, and then you have a picture of a bottle of ink, okay? So it says P plus a bottle of ink. What? So let me show you what happens. So here, of course, you have picture, but imagine that instead of a picture of a bottle of the ink, you have the word ink. Okay, so what did we get? P-ink, pink. We got the word pink, yeah? So when you have a picture, what you need to do is to exchange the picture for the word, and then you're going to get a brand new word when you add a new sound at the beginning, okay? So that's the first example. That's what happens in the first 4 examples, okay? So you're going to add here to this S, you're going to add top. To this 10, you're going to add T at the end. And to this P, you're going to add ring, okay? But this is not just addition. There is also subtraction. So it says take away sounds. So you can see here, you have H. But this H is crossed out, and next to it is a picture of a hand. So what happens when we cross out H from hand, we are left with and. Okay? So the word you get is and. Okay? So what you're going to do next, you're going to take away S from snail, K from clock, and T from train. Okay? And then final one is substitution. You're going to change a sound. Okay? So let's hear what we have here. Here we have B. Sorry. B plus a picture of a nest. So I'm going to write the word nest. But look, N is crossed out. So we have B, N is crossed out, we don't use it, so we have B, est. The word we get is best. Okay, so I think that this final, let me just tell you the rest of the words. So you have fox without the F, mop. No, this is rake. Rake, but without a R, and the carrot, but without a K. So this one might be a little bit tricky for you, and if it's a little bit too much, if you feel like you need help, feel free to do as much as you can, and what you can't do, we'll do together in class on Thursday. Okay, guys, so I know you have a lot of work to do. You have full 5 pages to do. Please do your task. And another thing, please bring your workbook together for tomorrow for class because we're going to check all of this together. See you later for your next lesson. Bye bye.